We'll switch gears a bit now and come home to the Big A. Of course, the Gotham $250,000 stake for 3-year-olds was run here on Saturday. A field of 9, and I think easily the deepest Gotham field in recent memory. The only field I came up with that was even close to it was back in '04 with Pomeroy in Saratoga County, but this was a better race.
Yeah, I think it was. You had just horses that had impressive credentials coming from all over. You had a couple of New York breds here in Haynesfield, that horse that won a bunch of stakes races over the inner track already. Mr. Fantasy, undefeated. Imperial Council coming up from Florida off an impressive sprint victory. And I Want Revenge coming in from California after facing a Pioneer of the Nile and running in some of their top 3-year-old races.
So let's put them in the starting gate. Here it is, Saturday's 57th edition of the Gotham Stakes. It's a Grade 3, 250K on the inner track, going 1 mile and a 16th. Here's John Abrial with the call.
And they're off. Russell Road came away well. Mr. Fantasy now moving up. And on the outside, it's I Want Revenge. Mr. Fantasy will have the early lead heading into the clubhouse turn. I Want Revenge is racing in second. Russell Road in third. Masala in between horses fourth. Giant Ryan's on the outside in fifth. Naos is sixth. Haynesfield in seventh. Imperial Council is eighth. And Axel Foley is the trailer in ninth. The opening quarter mile went in 23 and 3/5 seconds. They've reached the backstretch, and it's Mr. Fantasy, now joined on the outside by I Want Revenge, and the two of them are heads apart for the lead. They've got a length and a half on Masala in third. Russell Road at the rail in fourth. On the outside, Giant Ryan in fifth. Haynesfield and Naos right together, a break of 4 lengths to Imperial Council, who's next to last. Axel Foley, the trailer. Half mile went in 48 and 2/5 seconds. Mr. Fantasy on the inside, leading by a head. I Want Revenge right there on the outside. It's I Want Revenge and Mr. Fantasy, and the two of them race as a team midway around the far turn. I Want Revenge and Mr. Fantasy. They've opened up 4 lengths now on Masala. Then Russell Road, Haynesfield, and Giant Ryan, followed by Imperial Council. The field comes into the stretch, and it's a battle between Mr. Fantasy and I Want Revenge, and I Want Revenge is now winning the battle. I Want Revenge is in front. Mr. Fantasy back running in second. Imperial Council now moves to third. I Want Revenge drawing away in the Gotham. I Want Revenge comes east and takes the Gotham in a big way. Close for second between Mr. Fantasy and
a devastating, easily win here by the winner, I Want Revenge. Of course, the California horse that shipped in the Tri-Dirt here on Saturday. Pretty much a 1-2 number up until this point with Mr. Fantasy down inside and went off the slight favorite. I Want Revenge outside with jockey Joe Talamo. And Eric, going around the far turn and coming off the quarter pole, as the horse quickens up here, it just looked like Joe Talamo and I Want Revenge could have taken Mr. Fantasy at any time.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. I Want Revenge, a serious Kentucky Derby contender. You know what I like about him is that he was up on the pace here today, but in some of his races in California, he came from off the pace too. So he's versatile. He can be wherever Joe Talamo wants him to be. He pays $8.30 to win here. How about that Beyer speed figure for him?
113 Beyer. That's the news we got early Sunday morning from Andy Beyer himself. So this colt by Stephen Got Even, who has certainly come to hand over the last few weeks on the switch to route racing, gets it done in the Gotham. And I'm anxious to see what trainer Jeff Mullins does. Jeff, by the way, had not run a horse in New York since the 2005 Breeders' Cup at Belmont Park. Whether he ships this horse back out to California or whether he leaves him here to train, they've got to go to the April 4th Wood Memorial after this effort.
I believe that is the plan. I think the top 3 finishers might be meeting back in the Wood Memorial, but an interesting point to see what happens with Jeff Mullins decides to do, whether he wants to ship cross country again or just leave him here. Imperial Council, I thought a good race from off the pace to be second there, and of course Mr. Fantasy holding on for third. We'll move to the toboggan.